how's it going? Welcome back. This is Amy, and this is Book Talk Friday. Yay! Okay, let's get this situated. My hat looks crooked, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's broke, but it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Here we are. Here we are. My doggy mug of coffee. I gotta start drinking more green tea. It looks like that's supposed to be healthy for you, and I think it still has caffeine, but anyway. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's Friday. Hope you can see me. I didn't turn the light on. It is Friday, Friday, Friday. I need some glasses, yay. Okay, we got a April TBR. I know, don't say anything. I haven't got to my um February reviews. The month is still young, not really, but there still is March left. Okay, there's a few days. We still have a chance. We still have a chance to be on point. Um, I already have them written down. So, yeah. So we may get to those in March. I don't know why I put those off for so long. It's not that big a deal, but apparently it's maybe my least favorite. I don't know. But I feel like you guys should know what I think about what I read because I did read. Um, yeah. So here we are on a Friday. It's cooling down here. It's cooling down. It had been in the 80s, close to 90, I think. Got an itch. And now we're going back down. It might rain on, is it Monday or Tuesday? I don't know. Um, yeah. Monday or Tuesday. It's gonna be in the mid 60s. I thought it was gonna be mid low 60s, but now it's like mid high 60s with some rain on Monday, Tuesday, maybe. And it's gonna be in the mid low 80s until then. So it was a little bit chilly today. I had to put on some, I've been wearing shorts. I mean, I normally have some kind of clothes on. Okay. But when I say I put on pants, that means because I was wearing shorts, not because I wasn't wearing any pants. Okay, here we go. But today I might do two videos. I don't know. They're only one's gonna go up. The other one's gonna wait till April, but I have no idea. It's it's a wing it day, like it is every day. But yeah, today is going to be my April TBR that I think I have it sorted out. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There it is. Yeah, sneak peek. Oh, shoots. Break things already, Amy. You're already off to breaking things. Okay, so we need to put that away right there. And then we're going to go right there. There we go. Let's get a little bit organized. Hope we can see. Hi. Um, yeah. Alrighty. So let's just head on into it and quit the chit chat. Nobody wants to hear my chit chat. It's boring. Although you might find this boring anyway too. But anyway, aloha. Here we go. And so so I didn't get to no big surprise. I didn't get to all my TBR from this March. I do have I got I think the library books that I had on the list I'm almost have finished. I'm currently reading, I don't have it in front of me. Little Lies by Jennifer Hillier. I did have that on hold for an audio. I have the library book, but I also put the hold on Libby, and it just came in last night. So I'm probably going to be, and I didn't get very far into reading the book because I knew I put the audio on hold, and so I was going to take the library book back. I don't know what chapter I'm on. I think I hit over 50 pages, so I'm going to pick the rest of it back up on audio. It should take me a couple of days to get through that because the next few days I got to work outside in the yard because it's just it's hell out there. I think there's a war going on with things that I don't want to know about in the weeds, but anyway. Um, it's it's scary. Um, so we have a weed eater and get rid of that. Anyway, yeah. So I'm reading Little Lies by Jennifer Hillier. I'm gonna finish it on audio, and then that will be the library books for March that I have on loan to finish because I finished all the other. But I didn't get to the my books that I picked for my TBR, of course. So I'm not doing a prompt jar pick like that I have been because I haven't been getting to them. So we're gonna hold off on that until I have less library books on hold and read more. So I still have some. I have 9 books. I have a library book on hold that's in transit that I should be getting soon. So that's also on the TBR, but it's not here with me. And I have one, two, three. I have three other library books, and then the rest are mine. So I have 9 books total. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on. Okay, I had to let one dog in. Hopefully they were going to go out, but now they're both in. So we may be pausing in a minute because they may want out. Life of dogs. Love them. Okay, so as I was saying, my April TBR, I have 9 books instead of 10. Obviously, I've been getting through about 6, but I have some on audio because there's another one I have on audio that's on this list. So I notice I can get through more if I listen to some on audio, but sometimes I don't feel like listening to the audio. I just want to read it, and that's usually at night. So yeah, so here we are. Here we go. Get ready, set, pedal to the metal, go. So the first one we have here, which is on, there's 2 that was on last month's TBR that I rolled over because I really want to get to it. And one of them is on the audio, and that would be this one I have on audio. So this is Sherry Lapina's Not a Happy Family. So this sounded really good. Actually, I think it falls around. Yeah, it does. I didn't even do that consciously. Like it falls around Easter, which is coming up here pretty soon. Um, yeah, that is, does it say that? I know it said Easter dinner. And then, uh-huh. The Mertens are brutally murdered the night after the Easter dinner with their 3 adult kids, who, of course, are devastated. Yeah. I didn't even think I didn't do that on purpose, but that just worked out. Well, well, well. Bravo, Amy. Kudos to you. Your subconscious thinks when you're not consciously thinking. But yeah, so I have this one. So I just read you basically says in this family everyone is keeping secrets, even the dead. So been wanting to get this one for a while, and obviously 'tis the season. And this one I have a short one. So last I've been trying to pick a classic, like literature classic and a nonfiction one to read per month. But last month, this month, March. Oh my lord, don't go to May yet. I didn't I didn't have any of those. But there is a book for April. Oh, there is another book. There might be 10 books. There is a nonfiction book, a history book that I wanted to get. I don't have it, but it has to do with April. It's April 1865. It has to do with the Civil War. I'll pop up a pic. So I thought that would be appropriate for a nonfiction in April. So I might get that one. It's on eBay. Um, yeah, so I guess there's gonna be 10. I don't know. But this one here is short. I just got it at a charity shop. It's a sci-fi. And it's 149 pages, and it's a series. So if I like this, I will continue on. This is All Systems Red by Martha Wells. It's a really shorty. It sounds really good. It's kind of reminds me of what's the movie with iRobot with Will Smith and another one. Oh, Aliens. Yeah, Alien, the first one. Just because of the robot. It says, and I've read this in a book call before, and I've probably read it a couple of times. It says in a corporate dominated spacefaring future, planetary missions must be approved and supplied by the company. Exploratory teams are accompanied by company supplied security androids for their own safety. In a society where contracts are awarded to the lowest bidder, safety isn't a primary concern. Unfortunately, I think that still runs the gamut today. Um, on a distant planet, a team of scientists are conducting surface tests shadowed by their company supplied droid, a self aware sec unit that has hacked its own governor module and refers to itself, though never out loud, as Murderbot. So, scornful of humans, all it really wants to be is left alone long enough to figure out who it is. Don't we all? But when a neighboring mission goes dark, it's up to the scientist and their murder bot to get the truth. Get to the truth. So this is yeah, all systems red. It's the murder bot diaries. So like I said, it's really short. So probably could get to this one. Um so the next one, okay, this one I had on this month's, but I really wanna somebody else on booktube was talking about it. I can't remember who. Um watch a few booktubers. And this one came up, and I was like, "Yeah, I have that one. And I'm excited to get to it." So I may have to, I may have to design a murder board. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about to get through this one because it is a solve as you go. Help solve the mystery as you go. This is Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter, and so basically, one body, six experts. Can you solve the case before they do? God, probably not. I want to be a detective, but I think I'd be one of those crappy ones. Anyway, this is on December 2003. Luke Ryder, the stepfather of acclaimed filmmaker Guy Howard, was found dead in the garden of their suburban family home. Guy was an only child, asleep upstairs at the time of the murder. Um, His mother and two half sisters were also in the house that night, but all swear they saw nothing. Despite high profile police investigation and endless media attention, no suspects were ever charged, and Guy's family has been haunted ever since. So, 20 years later, a sensational new streaming series, Infamous, is dedicated to investigating and perhaps cracking the famous cold case. The production team will re examine testimony, re-interview witnesses, and once again scour the evidence. The family will speak, the key players will be reunited on camera, the truth will come out. Are you ready to see it? Yep, I am. So this has a bunch of different, like, it looks like interviews, like script style. Um, that's what I would call interview. It also has, as I just came across, like, um, images of like a news article. I think there's like what else? More news articles. This is the filming sheet. Amy, um, and a lot of like script looking stuff. And then there is voiceover text with like a show, like you're reading the show script. There's a map of England. Know what that's for. And then there is, what is there? Survey. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. 104, oh no, 464 pages. So yeah, this one, I don't have the audio. And this one, I just got this last year, into last year, I think. It's another Charlie Donnelly. A lot of people told me this is a really good one of his. It's The Girl Who Was Taken. It sounds really good. Um, yeah, I'm there for it. And this is basically about um two abducted girls, one who returns and one who doesn't. And then um one of the girls high school senior Nicole Cuddy and Megan McDonald are at a beach party in their small town in Emerson Bay, North Carolina. Police launch. Okay, they go missing. Police launch a massive search, but hope is almost lost until Megan escapes from the bunker deep in the woods. A year later, the best-selling account of her ordeal has made Megan a celebrity. It's a triumphant story, except for one inconvenient detail. Nicole is still missing. So Nicole's older sister, Livia, is a fellow in forensics pathology. So anyway, she's going to go on and help solve this mystery and find Nicole. But it's Charlie Donnelly. I've read Guess Again. I loved it. There's quite a few booktubers who've read this, said it's really good. And this is kind of chunky, but not, I don't think it's that bad, is it? Bad. That long. My tab. Come on in. This is $3.95, I think. 395 pages, just under 400. And this one I want to get to is a priority of my books that I own this year. I got it, where did I get it? I think I got it off eBay, but it's a used library book. This is Hula by Jasmine Iolani Hicks. So coming up here pretty soon, the beginning of April in Hawaii is the Merry Monarch Festival. It's a hula festival, and they have also it's a competition, hula competition, but there's also a competition for Miss Aloha Hula, which is like if you're like a pageant, like the beauty pageants, like not the same, but like crowning a queen or a princess or whatever. So they have the hula competition with the different hula um houses, their houses of training. Um, no else to explain it. You can Google it. Merry Monarch. Um, Merry Monarch Festival. It's April. I can't remember when it is. I might put it up here again. I put it up here last time I was talking about this. Um, Merry Monarch. It's in Hilo, Hawaii. That's where I lived for a few years to go to school. So, and I went to the Merry Monarch a couple of years in a row, and I really loved it. It's fun. You can watch it on they have, I don't know if they have the whole thing, but you can watch definitely clips on YouTube. But it's very good. It's very good. I highly recommend watching it or watching some clips if you want. But they have past ones on YouTube. Anyway, this is Hula. This is about a girl who is um Ki'i is a proud to be a no, I am bad at pronouncing the Hawaiian words too. Uh Napaka nu no Paka. No Paka, a family renowned for its contributions to hula and her hometown of Hilo, Hawaii. This, I believe, Jasmine might live in Hilo. Obviously, I just seen a thing on YouTube that she was talking about this book. So, anyway, says, but there's a lot she doesn't understand. She never met her legendary grandmother, and her mother has never revealed the identity of her father. Worse, unspoken divides within her tight knit community have started to grow, creating fractures whose origins are somehow entangled with her own family history. And Hula Hi'i sees a chance to live up to her name and solidify her place within her family. But in order to win the next Miss Aloha Hula competition, she will have to turn her back on everything she has been taught and maybe even lose the very thing she was fighting for. hmm And then she has a second, Jasmine has a second one. I think it's a continuation of the story. I'm not sure. But anyway, there's that. And then there is the three library books. This is a horror, which I heard about this last end of last year, I think. Um, I don't know. Booktuber. These were all I heard from people on Booktube. The last three. This is Tastes Like Candy by Jessica Lacey. It's a horror. It's a a young adult, I think, or a slasher. I just love that cover. It's just like it feels kind of weird soft, but it's like bright pink and you have this like kind of like electric blue, but I don't know if you can tell, electric blue background. I just love the colors. And then the skull, it's like cotton candy. Um, yeah, slasher novel. So this one is everyone at Pritchett High wants an invitation to the senior scavenge. Okay. Violet Warren and her friends are lucky ones. 8 girls will break into the Poison Apple Carnival after hours for a scavenger hunt. Then at sunrise, they'll gather for a celebration in honor of their upcoming senior year. But someone else has another game planned. Minutes after the girls sneak into the carnival, a madman in a rubber mask begins slashing his way through the group, and Violet quickly realizes his motives are personal. Of course they are. It's a slasher. It's personal. Is she the final girl? I don't know. As she watches her friends die in a series of increasingly bizarre attacks, she must fight to survive while trying to answer the question, what could she have done to earn a fast pass for a roller coaster ride straight to hell? Sounds like Violet might be a final girl. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think I think there's another one. I don't know if it's a series or what, but I feel like I seen there's one that came out after this. I feel like this said number 1 when I was putting on hold at the library. So I'm thinking there's a series or a trilogy or whatever. It's not very long. It's well, it's 356 pages. It's average. But yeah, isn't that a cool? That is a cool cover. I might have to, I hope I like this book because I really like the cover. And then the next one is, I have this on Kindle, on my Kindle. Um, I don't have a Kindle, but I use the app that I could, but I have, um, Amazon Prime. So there's Prime Reading through that, which I say Kindle because it's through the Kindle app. But anyway, this is The Last Party with A.R. Torre by A.R. Torre. I've heard about this one. Okay, all these I've probably heard from booktubers, except for like Hula and the Murderbot and whatever. Anyway, I heard this was really good. I started reading it and I put it down because I was reading it on the Kindle on my app on my yeah, I have on my phone. I have the Kindle app, but I have my tablet, and I have the app on there, so I'll probably be reading on my tablet because it's much bigger than my phone. So anyway, so this one was about. It seemed really interesting. This was about 23 years ago. A birthday ended in blood. It's about to happen again. So I think this lady, um, let's see, Perla Waltz lives with her husband Grant and their precious daughter Sophie in a gated Pasadena community. It's in California too. I forgot about that. Community affluent, sociable, and accomplished. Perla plays the part of a loving wife, mother to perfection. It seems her ideal life, if not for a decades-old crime that has become Perla's dark and consuming secret obsession. If not for a decades-old crime. So she committed a crime, maybe. 23 years ago, Leewood Fulcrum. These names, I swear. How do you come up with these? I'm like John, Susan, Carol, Bob, Ted. No. Um, Leewood Fulcrum confessed to murdering young girls during a birthday party. Though he's been condemned to a life sentence, his crime is not forgotten, not by Perla, nor any inquisitive doctoral student interviewing Fulcrum for his dissertation. Nor by an inquisitive doctoral student interviewing Fulcrum for his dissertation. He's getting the killer to open up about his motives, his confession, and the truth of what really happened on that horrible night. As the past and present intertwine, the deceptions behind the infamous murder begin to surface. But who's deceiving who now and why? And as an ingenuously twisted plan is set in motion, who will be the next to die? Boy, I can read, and I can read well, but apparently reading out loud on camera is not my thing. There's something from her past, and I think it was somebody had said in the booktuber that she, to either to solve that or whatever, she wants to recreate that crime. Her daughter's having a birthday, and she wants So I'm like, is she really going to kill somebody? Or is it just a fake thing they're setting up? I don't know. That sounds really interesting. And that is 338 pages. Yeah, my average book size is like 300 to 400 pages that I usually read. So, and these are mostly thriller. There's a horror, sci-fi, and a drama. And the last one is Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. I'm trying to get through all the Jennifer Hillier ones because I've found I've really liked everything I've read of her so far. So, you know, there's a few left I haven't got to. But this is this one. I can't remember what it's about. So let's find out. So this is when she was 16 years old, Angela Wong, one of the most popular girls in high school, disappeared without a trace. Nobody ever suspected that her best friend, Georgia Shaw, now an executive and rising star of a major Seattle company, was involved in any way. Certainly not Kaiser Brody, who was close to both girls back in high school. But 14 years later, Angela Wong's remains are discovered in the woods near Gio's childhood home. And Kaiser, now a detective with the Seattle PD, finally learns the truth. Actually, so far, all of Jennifer Hillier's books, I just realized, are set around in Seattle or around Seattle. Does she live in Seattle? Oh, she was raised in Toronto, Canada, lives in Seattle. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Jennifer. Um, I didn't get the connections till just now. Hence, I can't be a detective. I probably could. But anyway, Kaiser, now a detective with the Seattle PD, finally learns the truth. Angela was the victim of Calvin James, the same Calvin James who murdered at least 3 other women. To the authorities, Calvin is a serial killer, but to Gio, he's something else entirely. Back in high school, Calvin was Gio's first love. Who's Gio? Georgia. Okay. Gio is Georgia. Gio's first love. Turbulent and often volatile, their relationship bordered on obsession from the moment they met right up until the night Angela was killed. For 14 years, Gio knew what I can do it. For 14 years, Gio knew what had happened to Angela and told no one. For 14 years, Gio carried the secret of Angela's death until she was arrested and sent to prison. While everyone thinks they finally know, oh, there's tape there. The truth. It's see through tape, but it's not see through. There are dark secrets buried deep. And what happened that fateful night is more complex and more chilling than anyone really knows. Now, just as Gio is being released from prison, the obsessive past catches up with the deadly present when new bodies begin to turn up, killed in the exact same manner as Angela Wong. I'm sorry, I'm reading slower. It's not me, it's the tape. How far will someone go to bury your secrets and hide her grief? How long can you get away with a lie? How long can you live with it? See, there's tape. You can see it, but there's tape. The first part was me, but the end was tape. Okay, Jar of Hearts. So that is my TBR, and then I have it's the one, a long time dead by T.M. Payne. That's what I have on hold at the library. That should be coming in soon. And then I also have on hold 2 others, which is the new John Mars, which I don't think I'm going to get to that in April. I don't think I'm getting that in April. If I do, I do. And then there's another one. I can't remember what it is right now. But yeah, so those are the books. Like I said, if I get the nonfiction one, I'll have that. There's 9. And yeah, so that is the April TBR. Thanks for coming by. And I hope to have another, I want to do another video. I don't know if I'll record it today or not. Uh, I want to read the first page of all the books on my April TBR to see what it's going to be like. I think some of them I might have, I don't think I have. Might have been one I've read the first page, but anyway, so it'll be this one I know because I started reading, but I'll refresh my memory. But yeah, I like to read the first page or whatever, yeah, of my April TBR books, and that might be a thing to do every month to get a feel for how it is, exciting, slow, whatever. But yeah. So I will see you next time. I still have my reviews. Month isn't over yet. And like I said, I want to read the first page, so we'll have that video hopefully, and some other things that may be not so boring. Okay, so you have a good rest of your, well, Friday, and good weekend, and we'll see you back here when we get another video. Thanks.